Hello and welcome to the new Tazar quest, the Brink of Extinction. This is a new Grandmaster quest released on the 4th of December 2012, and in this video I will be showing you guys how to basically run through this very new combat orientated quest. You'll have to ignore my PM because I got so overexcited about this quest that I nearly started it without actually making the walkthrough for it. So as a combat orientated quest I brought lots of food, potions, dreadnips with me just for safekeeping, as well as my armour, which will be full bandos, but barrows is also a great substitute.
Welcome, Yatar.
It is good that you have returned. We require your assistance. Our race is dying. No egg has hatched as Tsar since you and Gal Zox journeyed to the kiln. Only Gal.
Tsar live a long time, but all die and become Toku. Now each Tsar's egg is born as Gal, without Tsar memories, without Tsar strength.
We must take action. We must send more Gal to the kiln. As you cleared the way, it should be safe for them now. We want you to lead the expedition into the Elder Kiln and resurrect greatest Tsar champions. Will you aid us?
So here we go, we're about to start the quest now. So you can see the requirements there: 80 defense, 80 smithing, 72 mining, and also the items required, which is mainly food, armour, because as this is a combat orientated quest. So yeah, just going to click that. And then continue, accept quest.
Excellent. First, we must choose which of our fallen legends shall live on within the body of a Gal.
Zarnegek is the obvious choice. He was the greatest of our caste, and much knowledge of our ancient magic was lost in his passing.
I also nominate Zarket Teg and the Great Hunter, Zar-Zilkan.
Agreed. Their endurance in the fight pit was legendary, and since their return to stone, neither caste has equaled their technique.
Yatar, this communication orb will help you locate the toggle of our great champions. Recover their toggle by any means necessary, and bring it to us.
During your search of the city, round up 3 Gal and send them to this plaza. They shall have the honor of bearing the memories of our lost champions.
Finally, the Gal shall have value and purpose.
Okay, so we have this communications device, and what we have to do now is locate 3 lots of obsidian toggle which bear the memories of these Tazar. We also have to round up 3 Gals which are scattered around the city as well. At this point I've just gone to my bank because in the requirements it said that you actually need a rune pickaxe or higher. So I've just got my Inferno Adzi at the bank and I am ready to go.
Excellent. You can hear me. I enchanted the orb with divination magic. You can use it to keep in contact. The spell's range is limited. You will not be able to contact me beyond the city's bounds. Within the orb is a small fragment of each of the missing champions. It is all we have been able to find. The orb will seek out the rest of the toggle, reacting as you draw closer. Which champion's toggle do you wish to seek first?
So as you just saw there, the communications device pointed me in the direction of the toggle that I have selected. Obviously cold means you're quite far away, warmer and hot means you're a lot closer to the toggle. So using that temperature to measure where you are and also the directional feedback, you should be able to locate the toggle that you are looking for. I had a feeling it was in there, but I was a bit mistaken. So I ran around this corner and you will be put into a cutscene here.
Any catches? I hope this one will. Another gull. Throw it in the fight pit with the others. I bombarded Zarzilril's egg with fire spells to battle the chill wind. I stood vigil. I nurtured his egg. Now all the memories that he carried through the centuries will die with him.
So at this point I was unsure where the egg would be. Eventually, by clicking on the communications device, it pointed me to the mage just standing there. So eventually I managed to see that it was him and clicked on him.
Our mayhem's joints are freezing. Just a giant. Your kind do not often stray near our birthing pools. Most fighting pit. If you are here to steal our eggs, turn back or perish. Bank is Western Plaza. Tsar Mayhem helped the giant mage, charged his staff. Giant gave toggle. Tsar Mayhem does not know why. Why do you want toggle? Toggle is body of Tsar ancestor. Never mind. Take toggle. Tsar Mayhem must tend to eggs. Must fight cold. All day eggs in every match. Well done. You found the toggle of Zamegek. Bring it to us in the plaza when you are ready. You have found the toggle of Zamegek.
So now that we've found a toggle, we just selected the second one from the menu by using the communications device. Again, the same principle applies. The colder you are, the further away, and hotter, the closer you are. And again, it also provides you with directional feedback of where the toggle is from your current location. So from that direction, I think it was around there. The orb the communication device tells me that it's actually back down here, and I noticed there was an option to mine this statue. So upon mining this statue you will receive some toggle. Well, you won't actually, you'll get some obsidian fragments.
Well done. That toggle must be whole. Melt fragments and reforge champion's toggle in the lava furnace in south.
So head back towards the plaza. And use the fragments that you've just obtained, and you should be able to forge some toggle from those. The forge is located in a lava pit just next to the plaza. There we go.
Excellent. The toggle is made whole. Bring it to us in the plaza when you are ready. You have found the toggle of Zarket.
So now we're on our third and final piece of toggle that we have to find. So once again, using the hot and cold feedback as well as the directional feedback, it has told me to go straight south. An important thing to notice is that you are also trying to gather 3 ghouls at the same time, so if you see any on your way, simply click on them and tell them to head towards the plaza. After a bit of confusion, clicking on the communication orb again, I realised that the toggle that I was actually looking for was back at the actual entrance. It was, again, one of the statues. So you just go up to the statue again, and you mine it, and you reforge the 5 fragments that you get back into toggle. So there we are, we have our fragments from the statue. We have to repeat the process of turning those fragments into toggle by placing them in the furnace next to the pool of lava in the main plaza in the centre. I just ran out of energy here, so I'm just going to rest up for very quickly, and I'm just going to head back over. There we go.
Excellent. The toggle is made whole.
Is it cold in here? Or is it just Zarveyak?
Splendid.
We still require 2 more Ghal to bear the memories of our great champion.
You want to know more? You should take better care of your things. You will need to... You do not have enough toggle on you.
Okay, so I needed to get my ring back. So I'm just going to get the toggle out of my bank very quickly. When doing this quest, I found the other 2 Ghal very easily, actually. Use your toggle ring to teleport to the fight caves, and then south from the fight caves you'll find 2 Ghals, one after the other. So I'm just going to recharge this ring. I'm just going to teleport to the fight caves. So quite literally just outside of the fight caves, south of the fairy ring, I found 2 Ghals, one after the other. They sort of stand in central locations. You'll see one like there, for example. And then you'll find like another one quite literally like a few steps south. So now we can go back to the main plaza and talk to the Tazar there. find out what they need now.
You have done well, Yatar. We are ready to enter the Elder Kiln. We shall meet you at the entrance.
So now teleport to the fight kiln and click on the first option, Brink of Extinction. That will take you straight to the Elder Kiln where you can continue the quest rather than fighting Harak and
So, our wayward brethren have finally returned.
You are Tokar Hawk. Galzox spoke of you. You speak for the Tokar.
Yes, we have adopted a form convenient for communicating with non-Tokar. Are you ready to join us in the sacred lava, as our masters intended?
Join you? No. We wish you to fuse the toggle of our greatest champions with these Gal, as you did to Galzox.
Ah yes, how is my little Gal? He lingers sometimes on the periphery between our kiln and your wretched city. He seems to regret his transformation. It will not work, sir. These Gal are too weak. Your greatest champions shall return to the sacred lava and become Tokar. But you may proceed, if you wish.
I fear losing the topple of our fallen champions. What do you think we should do, Yatar? Yes, transformation of Galzox was successful. These...
Galzox, what have you done? You have slain Zarmeyak on sacred ground.
Sacred? How dare you hide behind sanctity, you who torture the innocent for your own selfish aims?
We do this to save the Tsar from extinction, Galzox. The toggle of our ancestors shall...
No! No Gal shall endure the suffering you forced upon me, as long as I am alive to protect them.
Pursue him, Yatar! Use the communication orb to track down Galzox. You must recover our champion's toggle!
Okay, so after leaving the fight kiln, you now have to use your communication orb to track down the toggle where the Galzox has hidden them. So click on your communications orb, and like previously, it will obviously give you again another directional feedback as well as a temperature feedback of how close you are to him. At this point I opened my world map just to see where the location could possibly be, and my RuneScape client unfortunately crashed while recording, which has resulted in the slight freezer there. there was a bit of confusion here. If you simply click on your communication orb whilst just next to the actual cave entrance, you'll be some more dialogue. There we go.
Directly ahead of you. Proceed.
This entire area will be combat, so bring as many varied styles as possible when fighting monsters. I chose to bring melee, however later on I regretted that decision and found that using magic was better.
Defeat these monsters. The gate mechanism will not function until the summoning sigils have been activated.
Once you have killed everything in the room, this room, as well as many future rooms, rely on a set of scales to open the doors. Examining each scale will tell you, obviously, what kind of like monster name, like the weapon, sort of like corresponds to. And for me, I just sort of just use trial and error, just using a weapon on a scale, and it will just say, obviously, whether it worked or not. So the best thing, in my opinion, is to just use trial and error at this stage rather than working out names.
That gate required a tidy of perhaps this gate will yield to a different object.
So as I said, at the beginning of each puzzle room there will be combat, so make sure you have obviously some melee equipment or some magic equipment available. Sometimes ranged. I mean, the whole combat triangle is now more important, so it obviously does pay to have more varied styles. See, look, you can't even kill a bat with a chaotic mole. I mean, that kind of proves how effective the combat triangle is now. Something that's weak to water surge can't even be killed easily by a chaotic mole. So this puzzle doesn't seem very obvious at first, but actually pertains to the combat triangle. I just clicked on these orbs to see some of the lore about it.
The script on these reading orbs is ancient. The elements have worn away much of the original text. You have found an account of one of the first Tsar to depart the Elder Kiln. According to the text, this tunnel is part of the original network they carved while seeking out a new home. The tunnel connects Tsar City to something called the Skorzo, a ring of living blood. I have no memory of this tunnel, or the Skorzo. You have found it.
So as I said before, these statues pertain to the combat triangle, the ranged statue, the mage statue and the melee statue, and what you have to try and do is push them into a position where they are facing what they are strong against. So for example, the mage one over here has to have its arrow pointing towards the melee one, which is over in the far corner. So you have to sort of arrange everything into a triangle. Simple enough to do, although for some reason it took me a bit longer, considering that you had to get all the positioning correct. So this is the first glimpse you see of the fight cauldron.
Rhodes eluded us. Search the chamber for a way to open that gate. One of these reading orbs contains the record of the Tsar Architect. He describes the Skotso as a circular conduit of lava. Both ends connect to the Elder Kiln, and sacred lava flows through the conduit in a clockwise direction. The Tsar did not create this lava conduit, nor did the Tokara. It is part of the ancient kiln. The function of the lava conduit is to cycle. The crucible of lava in this room is a node of the conduit. These crucibles collect boiling lava until it overflows into a drainage canal. The conduit then carries the sacred lava into the next node in the circulatory system until the treated lava is returned to the Elder. According to the schematics, sacred lava should be pouring from the statue head into the crucible. Perhaps we will find the cause of the blockage at the mouth of the conduit.
Okay, so that was a bit of information about how the Tsar is cooling down. So this is the fight cauldron, well, part of it. In this section you have to avoid the hot plate because you're going to die if you touch them. And you're about to see how I just died without knowing that what those hot plates actually do. So that is exactly what happens if you stand on a hot plate. My reaction exactly, oh. Okay, so we'll try again. This time you want to aim straight for the center plate, don't wait around. The combat triangle is key here, which is again something I didn't take into account, which is why this battle is going to be a very long one. When fighting, keep an eye out for the changing hot plates. You do not want to be caught stood on one of those. The fight cauldron for this section of the quest will only last about 3 to 4 waves. You'll have to fight about 3 or so fight cauldron sections before completing the actual quest itself. As you can see, it was better to use magic or something similar that they're weakness against. There we go, water surge. It's taking forever for me to kill these with melee. So again, moving around, taking into account that the hot plates are obviously going to kill you if you stay on. If you've got dread nips, please use them. They are absolutely amazing during combat. I'm about to use mine now, actually. like with the fight kill, each cauldron will end with a champion. You have to kill that champion in order to progress to the next stage. Once the champion dies, he will drop an obsidian weapon which can be used on the weighing scales to open the door to the next area. In this next area, please be prepared to use Protect from Magic. These will hurt you a lot, as I find out. Again, combat triangle, it's always best to have like old 3 stances on you, old 3 classes even. This is proven, obviously, that with melee gear, magic is just overpowering, and without 100% protection from prayers, I'm pretty much getting torn to pieces. So in this puzzle area, again, trial and error, just pick up all the weapons scattered around the rooms and just use them on the balancers. If they work, the balance will lower, it will weigh down. If it doesn't work, it will give you a message saying that the balance doesn't actually respond to it. It's all basically just a case of trial and error until it works.